What's up, guys? It's Corbin Stuckey of Pixel Talk here, and today I'm here to talk about the teaser trailer for Terminator Dark Fate. This is the 6th Terminator movie that's coming out. This movie takes place after the events of Terminator 2, which I think is really cool. I didn't really like the other Terminator movies, so I think it's really cool that they're ignoring the bad movies and acknowledging that the first two movies happened, unlike Terminator Genisys. And the teaser trailer was released today, and I have a lot to say about that. There's a lot of names that I'm happy for in this trailer specifically. James Cameron is back as a producer. He also wrote the script. Tim Miller, the director of Deadpool, is also directing this movie. Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor is back, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is back. And that's not really saying a lot, though, because, you know, he was in Genisys, and everybody thought that was going to be the coolest thing ever, but it was a bad movie. He was the best part, but that movie, unfortunately, was not that good. Just because Arnold Schwarzenegger is back in a Terminator film does not mean the Terminator film itself is going to be good. And what do I think of Dark Fate so far based on the trailer that we've seen today? Besides the names, there really isn't anything that I am excited for specifically in this film. It looks like it's just the other movies that have come out since Terminator 3. It definitely looks better than the modern films, but there is something about it specifically that I am just not really on board with. First of all, let's talk about this female Terminator who's also a human. This is apparently another Terminator/human hybrid. They've been trying to do this for so many years, since Terminator Salvation in 2009 with Sam Worthington. This just doesn't... I don't like the idea that, like, you're trying to make humans out of Terminators. This was also explored in Terminator Genisys, where they turned John Connor, our savior, our messiah, into a Terminator. It's just, I don't know why we're always doing these subplots. It's not interesting. It doesn't really make sense. Why would Skynet turn humans into robots? They hate humans, you know? It seems like that would backfire, where like a human realized they were a Terminator and they would try to use their abilities to fight Skynet. And it seems like that is what this film is acknowledging, is that this person realizes that she is part human and she is fighting against Skynet. And there's also the new Ghost Rider from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., who's the new Terminator, new evil Terminator, I guess, and they're still doing the goo effect, which is cool. I like the T-1000 Terminator. What's really different about this one specifically is apparently, like, he can be both goo and an exoskeleton. We see the goo separating from the exoskeleton in that vehicle, and we see they're just two different beings. I think that's really interesting. I don't know, I'd like to see where that would go, but I guess it makes sense in terms of technology, Iron Man technology, movies. And we see that this female Terminator is trying to protect this girl, and Sarah Connor joins the journey because she, I guess, reminds her of herself. She basically says that she was once her. At first I thought she was talking about, like, oh, this is like Sarah Connor from the past, but I think what she's actually saying is, like, this is a person who is being targeted by the Terminators, and because the Terminators are trying to kill her, Sarah Connor feels empathy for her, and she's trying to protect her as well. So I think that's what that means. It could be a past Sarah Connor, I don't know, but that's kind of what I got from it, because it doesn't look like Sarah Connor, and usually, like, when you're dealing with, like, past selves of actors or actresses, there's a lot of CGI work, like Samuel L. Jackson and Captain Marvel, so I just think this is a different person. I gotta say, too, the CGI in this, it looks weird. It definitely looks like James Cameron CGI. This is a real person, and it looks fake. It looks fake. I understand that this is, like, the goo portion of the Terminator, but it just doesn't look real. It looks like it's good rendered CGI, but I can tell that's CGI because you're basically trying to CGI a human. So that's one of the things that I kind of took away from this, is, like, the stuff in this film doesn't really look real, because CGI robots are fine. Like, if you want to CGI a Terminator and not use practical effects, that's all good. But when you're trying to CGI a human, you can tell that doesn't look real. I'm also not entirely sure when this film takes place. Is it before Judgment Day? Is it after Judgment Day? Have the Terminators taken over? It kind of seems like they're in the middle, maybe. Like, they're at that point. We see all those people, like, on that train or boat. I don't know what that is. I think it's a train. It's so dark in the trailer I can't tell, but I'm going to go with that's a train, and we see all these people. I'm assuming that these are survivors, and they're trying to band together to stop this Skynet, this new Skynet that's risen. Maybe that's what they're going for. I'm not entirely sure. This could already take place in the future, but from my understanding, there's nothing really to showcase that this has already happened, but I don't know. The one shot that I really like in this trailer is when they're in that warehouse or steel mill, I think. It just looks cool. I think it really kind of reminds me of like gritty movies like District 9 or Elysium, where it shows that this is like realistic background, like it's gritty looking. The problem that I have with this shot though, the shot is great. It's the audio that they decide to use in this certain shot. Let's take a look. Or hear, I guess. You decided to add a cartoon goo sound effect to your trailer to Terminator 6! Let's listen to that again. What? Oh my god! That's actually in the trailer! I didn't add that. That is actually in the trailer. That is the worst sound effect that I understand that, like, it's a T-1000. Or T whatever we're calling it, T-2000. I understand that, like, it's the kind of Terminator that has goo coming out of it, but that is the most cartoon-sounding goo sound effect that you could possibly use. This is a James Cameron production. Why the hell are you using that sound effect? That's the portion of this trailer that totally caught me off guard. I was on my phone and I was like, wait, did they just use that sound effect? Oh my god. Overall, pushing that stupid sound effect aside, there really isn't anything in this trailer that is showcasing to me that this is going to be any different from the other Terminator sequels. The only Terminator films that I really like are Terminator 1 and 2. Those are the best. They were directed by James Cameron. They're really good movies. Terminator 3 was okay. It was just a direct copy of Terminator 2. That's why it was okay. Because you copied a film that's awesome. Terminator Salvation and Terminator Genesis, they're not good. They're just... I wanted to like Terminator Salvation, but it wasn't good. And Terminator Genesis screwed up the timeline. I just didn't like that film. And I was excited for Terminator Dark Fate because, you know, apparently it was ignoring those other films. And we had James Cameron coming back as a producer and writer. And we have Sarah Connor back. Where's John Connor, though? I just realized that. Is John Connor going to be in this film? And Arnold Schwarzenegger is back. So if you have, like, all of these people who were involved in the original movies that are back, obviously there's got to be some kind of good that comes out of it. But from what I'm seeing from this trailer, it really just kind of looks like stuff that they've tried to do in the past, but somewhat better. I just really wish that they would ignore this Terminator human hybrid story plotline. I think it's totally unnecessary. I also think that they should stop doing time travel. Now that I think about it, I think there is time travel in this, because if that girl is supposed to be like Sarah Connor, that Terminator goes back to the past to kill her. So I think there is time travel in this, and I think they really need to stop doing time travel. The one thing I like about Terminator Salvation, and I can't believe this is something that I'm saying, there isn't time travel. It's, you know, it takes place in the future. And I understand that is like, you know, the whole thing about Terminator is like there's time travel, but one of the things that makes Terminator great is the gritty cyborg action. Movies with that 80s grit really aren't made anymore like that, and I just feel as though the sequels have been so dependent on the sci-fi elements like time travel, and also they've been PG-13, and there's nothing in this trailer that showcases to me that this is going to be rated R. It could be rated R, but I'm not really seeing anything that's rated R oriented. Maybe, because Tim Miller directed Deadpool, and that's totally rated R. But this looks PG-13 thus far. I'm just really, really skeptical on Terminator Dark Fate from the teaser trailer. So let me know what you guys think, but let's not forget that stupid, god-awful sound effect. So yes, guys, that was my trailer review for Terminator Dark Fate. Comment down below what you thought of the trailer, like this video, share it, and please subscribe to Pixel Talk for more movie news, movie reviews, and gaming content. Thank you guys so much. I am Corbin Stuckey, and this is Pixel Talk.